Okay, we're back live. We are back live. I have a young lady who have wrote series of different, I want to say books. And I brought her on because I wanted her to tell us about her book and how she got started, what made her decide to write these books. And I just want her to expound on who she is. So I'm gonna bring her in. Her name is author Jessica LeeAnn. I'm gonna bring her onto the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the book tour.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited.
So tell me where you're from.
I am from Richmond, California. I am from the Bay Area, but I reside in Arlington, Texas now.
So you from California, but you live now in Texas. So how
Correct.
has the transformation been?
Oh my gosh. It is definitely different from the Bay Area. Growing up in the Bay Area is super diverse. So that is different, but I actually love it here. It's really homey and warm and welcoming. I love it.
Right. So is it hot
Yes. Yes. It gets
cold? It's kind of
humid.
cold where I'm at. It's kind of cold.
Really?
It's kind of cool. I'm not gonna say cold. I'm gonna say cool because I'm in
It's starting to cool
Alabama, girl.
down. Okay,
Kind of cool.
it's a little toasty. Yesterday I was outside with a short sleeve and no coat. And I wasn't cold. I was surprised. It was a little toasty. So yeah, still kind of
So
hot.
tell us the name of your book.
Yes. So the name of the book, which is actually an anthology, meaning it's a collection of stories. So it's myself and seven other women, and it is called Qualified to Reign.
Qualified to Reign. What made you name the book that?
Well, I'm always in prayer about everything that I do. And so God told me that I was going to be doing these anthologies. And so I have like this list of just different topics that we can talk about. And so when it came down to writing this one, he told me to focus on, rock bottom and things of that nature. And if, when women are going through rock bottom seasons, they don't really feel as if they are still royalty. They forget that they're part of the royal priesthood. And so I wanted to remind them that no matter where you are still qualified to be that queen.
Wow, Miss Patrice Rusher says she qualified to reign. She love it. I like the name too. I think it's very catchy. Like, okay, what's in this book? So, okay, so it's seven other authors is with this book. How did you select your
people? Definitely going through an interview process. So I let them know, hey, I'm writing a book and these are going to be the topic of the book. And I have an information call. I explain what the topic is about, how they can contribute, what type of story, how to format their story. And I ask them before they respond to pray about it. Like pray about it. And if God says this is a project for you, then respond and then we can move forward.
Wow. So what gave you the confidence to know what to write?
Really just accepting my own healing journey. We all go through moments of brokenness, and when we're going through it, we don't want to tell nobody. It can be real sensitive. Some of us feel shame, about the things that we've gone through, and we haven't really come to any type of closure. So because I was able to get the closure and the healing about my story that I shared, that gave me the confidence to tell everybody else about what I went through.
Wow. So you have a transparency about yourself.
I'm probably too transparent, girl.
I feel like, in this time of season, it's kind of stop trying to paticate things. You meet people like, well, God is real and holy hope. You got to be transparent so people can relate to you. Because you're relatable, you can't expect people to support what you got going on.
Yes, absolutely. So I look at it as a gift now at me being transparent, because sometimes people can be like, oh, that person talked too much or they say too much, but in this case I need to say it, so it's good.
Right. Who are your motivators?
My motivators definitely is my daughter. I'm a single mom. She's 17. But she motivates me to just be the best that I can be, to stay on top of my game, so I can make sure that she can actually just see the example. It's one thing to tell your kids, oh, do good, but it's different to actually show them what it looks like to at least try to do good. So my daughter, and then of course my family.
Wow. So what will you tell your younger self right now? What will you say to your younger self?
I would tell her to keep writing and to tell people that you write. It wasn't something that I shared with many people when I first started writing. So that's what I would tell her is tell people that you're a writer so, they can encourage you to do it more.
What are some of the obstacles that you've had to make you write this book? Like, what are some of the transparent moments?
So many, Nikki. But specifically in this story, I talk about how the process of me letting go of my promiscuous past. I was a self-proclaimed bad chick, and that was really rooted in lack of self-esteem. Yes, I called myself that, Nikki. And in that, I put on this facade. I dressed a certain way, I carried myself a certain way, and God was like, no ma'am, we're not doing that. And
Right.
so he used a very interesting method, and I talk about it in the book, to force me to change the way that I dress. So yeah.
I'm so like, what did he do? Tell us. But you got to get the book. You got to
Yes.
get the book. So you got the book so we can see the book?
Yes.
That's the book, guys. That's the book. I'm excited for you. I mean, and I like the crown. This cover now. Come on through this cover.
Yes. Qualified
So
time, honey.
That's a crown, and is that a necklace? Yes. What is it?
Yes, these are necklace, honey. Yes, get your jewels, your pearls while you can. This is a symbol of you taking all that mess, honey, and just draping it. No shame. No shame.
What is the black? What's the front of the black?
Power.
Power. Wow.
Yes. Embrace that power.
Wow. And at the bottom it says memoirs of the resilient queen.
A resilient queen.
Got to have that crown now.
Yes.
Where can they find this great book?
You can find this on my website, which is chocolatereadings.com/books. And of course, it is available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Nook, and Kindle as well.
You said chocolate readings?
Yes, ma'am.
.com.
Yes, /books.
Okay, we got that on there. And then also, what are the other places you can go find it at?
Available on Amazon, Kindle, Barnes & Noble online, also Walmart online, and Nook.
This girl is in Walmart, baby.
And we are bestsellers. Yes, yes. Me and all of the other amazing ladies. Yes.
Wow. So who are the other ladies?
Yes, let's talk about the other ladies. So they actually have some really amazing stories. So I'm just going to go ahead and read off their names really quick and their titles, if you don't mind. So we have Miss Angela Robertson. She did Be Ye Restored. We have Miss Shell Keith. She did From Broken Pieces to God's Masterpiece. We have Miss Calandra Smith, and she did Getting a Life of More. And then we have Miss Hope Marr, and she did Pardon Me Post, You're Defeated. Powerful story. Then we have Miss Veronica L. Matthews. She did Overcoming the Battle with My Inner Critic. Then we have Miss Latoya Braxton, who did Empowered to Overcome. And then last but not least, we have Miss Misha L. Hammer, and she did From Pain to Purpose. Powerful, powerful story, ladies.
So are all these ladies outside is in the Bay Area, or what areas are they in?
They're actually all across the nation. So we have some women from the Bay Area, women here in Texas, some in Virginia. So they were all across the country.
Okay, look at you. Global now. Come on,
God, look.
What would you tell a person who would like to write a book? Like, what would you tell them?
So I would say two things. One, I would say, just do it. Just go ahead and write it. Don't worry about any editing, how you sound. Don't try to be perfect. Just tell your story. And then the coach in me would say, create you an outline, pick 3 days a week, pick, hey, I'm going to sit down for 30, 60 minutes and I'm going to commit to this time. And if you do that for 12 weeks straight, you can have a book.
Wow. And do you publish or do you?
I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do. I have Chocolate Readings is actually a literary and branding firm. So we offer self-publishing packages for Black women and men alike.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. And how do they find you? How can they find you?
Yes, thank you so much for having me. You can find me on Facebook under Jessica LeeAnn, or you can check out my website, chocolatereadings.com.
Okay. Thank you so much and be blessed. And we on to the next city.
Thank you,
Take
Nikki.
me back. All right, guys. What I say? What an awesome writer, an awesome author. She has a conglomerate of several people writing the book with her. I think that book. I'm about to need a copy of that book myself. I think that book is going to be amazing. You can check her out at chocolatereadings.com. She's in Walmart. She's in Amazon. She's on Kindle. So, and she said best selling in Walmart, guys. Support. Her name is Jessica LeeAnn. So check her out. I'm going to write her name in here so you guys can Google or find her. And I also have already put her Jessica, make sure I spell it right, Jessica LeeAnn is spelled together. Check out her. She says she do help you to write books. So if you need some help in writing a book, go to her. She can give you what you need. And that's it. We leave in Texas. We heading on to a whole nother city. I hope you guys are enjoying these book